Kalala Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash, the goodness of the apostles, salute to you, brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and in truth. This is another quick hit. I'm going to do a couple of quick hits. The reason why I'm going to do some quick hits is because there's so much news coming out and so much things happening that when you sit there sometimes and you're trying to, I mean, things are vast, man. So you sit there, you might, watch an hour and this 2 hours and you research and stuff. There's so much stuff that's going on, and quick hit is just get you to the point. Now this here it is. You got the World Economic Forum, and there's a lot of stuff going on with that. You got the WHO, and you've even got I'm gonna go into that in another one. You got the Bilderberg stuff, which there was suspended. When all that stuff was going on, but through this organization, they've been having these meetings. Anyway, you can call it a medical. Well, I don't want to say certain terms. I don't want to really say some terms out there. But anyway, it says now. I hadn't watched this particular clip. There's been a couple of clips I've watched, but this one says George Soros speaking at Davos. This crisis in Ukraine may be the beginning of the Third World War, and civilization may not survive it. So this Bill Broder, I don't know who much that is. I could click on it, check it out, but that's apparently what he said at this. Seems like a nice, happy speech. So, what I want to do here, is I'm gonna quickly hit some scriptures. But this is where the prophecy says what the Lord's words won't come back unto him void. The prophecies are speaking. World War III, the digital Yule, that prophecy is screaming and shouting to the point where you can't even say that word. If you know what we're talking about, man. RFID implant and stuff, you can't even say this stuff sometimes. You get your channel clipped and blocked and all this. So what I want to do here is hit this quickly. This is Joel 3. And I start from 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So the Lord's going to turn the captivity from Judah. Who's going to be ruling in the kingdom? The Israelites, Judah and Israel. The kingdoms come back together. And they're going to be ruling. But before that, we're going to have all this chaos breaking out. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So the history and the captivity of the Israelites goes into this, because that's when you know why the Lord's judge. One of the reasons as to what the Most High is causing, Most High Yahweh is causing all out havoc and war to happen. Now, if you've signed up for this realm, you've signed up for this kingdom, pretty much you're gonna be caught unawares. You're not spiritually in the right mindset. You're upholding a place that you ain't gonna on the Most High side, because you're trying to uphold what He's getting ready to destroy. Joel 3:3. They have cast lots for my people and given a boy for an harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? So all nations are going to be, you got, and it's going to go into it, you've got nations that are linked up with other nations. Okay, you're going to have, Ethiopia's even going to get involved in this war. and shoot, they're going to be against America. So you got countries of allied nations. That's what makes it a world war, because you got all these countries involved globally, and they're all shooting nukes. You got this side and you got that side. Anyway, it says, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Alright, so let me jump down to get to the point. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. So is there going to be a third world war? You're damn right. Okay. This crisis in Ukraine might be the beginning of the third world war, and civilization may not survive it, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna actually go and try and find the clip. I'm gonna watch some stuff and do some research on this location here. Because and check stuff out, because there's always a lot of cryptic and hidden messages and symbolisms all around this sort of stuff. Which goes back to witchcraft, which Isaiah 47 talks about that. How they're gonna trust in their sorcery, but it's not gonna work out. So just gonna go into that, but kind of slipped my mind what I was gonna say. Joel 3 and 10, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Okay. So, America is like the boast about being the greatest country in the world, but they're gonna even have weaker nations considerably, not as much nukes and not as much this and that, boots on the ground, but they're gonna be linked up with certain countries, like you got the Soviet Union, right, raising up, and then they're gonna go for it. You got China. So we're definitely in the time. We're most definitely in the time of a third world war, man. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. That the weak say I'm strong. Yeah, but it's going to be a time of war. Not going to be, it's going to be a time of war. Not a time of fun and games. All right. That's what you got to understand. It says, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Let me read 11 again. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Hither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Third World War is a tool of judgment. Thermonuclear destruction is nothing to be played with, man. People are pretty much being zapped, burnt alive, radiated, destroyed, disintegrated, all of that all at once, tortured, blown up, all of that. And this is what this is the real. This is a serious fucking time, man. Joel 3 and 13, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great. So a lot of people are gonna die with them nukes hit. People are gonna be burnt up, sacrificed to fuel. You know, the apostles always going into that. How it's gonna be a giant. America's a giant altar, and you know the Lord requires sacrifice, right? So that place is gonna be the fire. Of that place is gonna be burning up for a long time. The smoke just in the air. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. The valley of decision. So when you read about the day of the Lord, Yahweh, right? It's there's things that one of the main things is this World War III. So everything's coming to pass. The prophecies, everything that what we're talking about is all coming to pass now. When you check out this, who they've been coming out with a whole lot of stuff. They've been talking about the org, or the brain interface stuff, all of that, man. You're looking at plagues and outbreaks and all that stuff. Was it monkeypox and all of this, man? Come on, man. This is all up in Europe. They got this cases going on, talking about quarantining people and all this sort of stuff. So this is going down, man. You know, this is gonna be fucking serious out here. You know, and it's funny just how they just stepped up and just this is just what's happening just like that. Now I want to click and find out who this is, but I don't want to have to. This browser, I don't really like messing with this browser too much. Alright. I'm just to mention that I had it lined up. This is Jeremiah 50:1. The word that the Lord Yahweh spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Alright. That's talking about your America, right? Declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken, Baal is confounded. Merodach is broken in pieces, her idols are confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and that time, saith the Lord power, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, and they shall go and seek the Lord their power. So, if you look at a map, you've got Russia up in that north, massive landmass, and they're going to shoot nukes on that America. This is how it ends. You go into the feet, the bear, you know, and the symbol of Russia is the bear, man. So, that's how this thing ends. And what if you're just paying attention to what these individuals are saying out here, everything that these individuals are saying, everything that they're pushing, is biblical. They have to say, oh, well, it's of biblical proportions and all of this, with the economy and all of that. So you've got that side of things. All right. Anyway, this was a quick hit. I'm gonna say shalom.